toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former... And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start. Looking for blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Ole Miss offense will get first crack at it today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position. And these are two of the best in the entire country.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes the grab. It's Wallace. Defense uses a sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kick is in the air. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today. And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QB.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there, you know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
To the air, it's Green. Got his man on the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping!
Whooping, going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Green. Makes the grab. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quick handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Razorbacks look to do some damage in the red zone. Wants to fire on second down. Escapes trouble. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arkansas.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receiver...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rebels! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Tight end now in motion. On the run, it's Green. Creates a little room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Green. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Grab near the sticks. It's Blake. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Dropping back, it's Green. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. And the Rebels have moved it inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd down play from the gun. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Motion from the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Now the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Blake. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Green. Got him downfield. Racing to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged in the middle. It's Blake. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
catch in the middle. It's Wallace. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Off the play fake on first down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Rebels! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 10 over Arkansas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They go to the ground. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Green. Here comes the heat. Still looking. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. Finds his tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Great move. Now he's got room. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This crowd knows when to bring it. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control, off the upright and through. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Green. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Russell. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Catch in the middle. It's Blake. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll try to get it through the air. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to win.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go